This is Carrie, continuing my series of playing games which were made available from the itch.io bundle for racial justice and equality, where so far all these games are available on itch.io, and hopefully you took advantage of the bundle they had where there were 1,700 items for a minimum donation of $5 USD. And if you did, and now you're just like, oh man, I'm overwhelmed with choices, what do I do? Watch the series. If you find things you like, go for it. If you you might save yourself some time by avoiding things which now you have a good luck from me playing it, you realize it's not your cup of tea. One thing which I forgot about when I was looking at the bundle in the first place that caught my eye was this game Dungeons and Lesbians by Noe Bodies, even though in the page description it's described as a production by Frankel Winkle, and seemingly this game was made in 5 days. There's 6 endings. It looks like it's a narrative storytelling game. Perhaps romance is involved. What was I? That perhaps takes 30 minutes. Perhaps, I think that's one run through. Typically, I like to play a game, get past the tutorial, and then start showing you, the meat of the game. But if it's 30 minutes, I don't know, it might be fun to just do it. Do it to it. It's a Frankel Winkle. Should I be reading along? That might just make things easier. The thing is, the world has always been one that longs for a hero. What's a hero? Someone who fills the world with change and splendor, with courage and love in their hearts. But remember, a hero isn't one person. No man is an island, or so they say. I might recommend for you to build up your relationships. Be in touch with your heart so you can touch others. In other words, be as gay as your heart desires, you funky little lesbian. You're getting what you paid for. Venture thus unto the world and let your heroic tales unfold. Up. Level. You've arrived. Heck yeah, final boss. Language, heck yeah. Oh, sorry. So someone. Okay, sorry. So it looks like. Well, I don't know. I'm playing a game with people. Heck yeah, I say. Heck yeah. Don't copy me, you nerd. Alright. Shut it. It's my turn. I mean, Lena's gonna continue. Thanks, Raffi. Ahem. So you've come to the end of your journey. Flames roar all about you, trapping you in a cage of heat and noise. Unnaturally high for your run-of-the-mill forest fires. Those ain't no ordinary flames. They're magic ones cast by the very evil sorcerer. Yes, the one in front of you right now. Some old dude. You mere fools! You were foolish fools to think you could ever defeat I, Prozac the Powerful. The very evil sorcerer cackles, raising his staff high to the sky at your obvious defeat. Or so it seems. The Paladin. Hold it, fiend! A literal knight in shining armor, the tank of your party rises, basically blinding you in her glory. For eons you've reigned... For eons thou've reigned eons of terror, pushing the innocence of this land into, a reign of terror. Well, no more. My trusty fellow allies of trust shall vanquish thee. Her heart-rending speech strikes a chord in all your hearts. You, her trusty ally of trust, cannot simply stand mutely mute. I think I'm the bard, right? You too shakily get to your feet and look the very evil sorcerer in their eyes. Aye, cruel foe, for too long have God's mercy kept thee on this land. Thou shalt taste foolish fall. Fail and stuff. What eloquent words! Okay, so yes, I'm playing as a character, playing as the bard, or so I suspect. As expected of a bard, inspired by your poetry, the remaining members of your party too scrambles to a stand, which is great, because whenever I play D&D, I don't get to do a lot of playing. Leadership class is my game. With newfound unfamiliar valiantness, she points an accusing finger at the very evil sorcerer. Determination burning in her eyes, she opens her mouth, capturing the full attention of the enemy. Hunter, I have no part in this. I'm actually just in it for the money. In fact, she offers 10G to attack your party instead. Silence reigns across the dungeon. The sorcerer ponders the business offer. Throw my guitar at the hunter. Are you Henry the Eighth? Because you sure are executing those perfect ideas as soon as they come. Ow! You netted about half of the hunter's life. Good job, asshole destroyer. That sounded wrong. Nice shot. You stare coldly at the metaphorical blood on your hands. You have no regrets, but you do shed a tear for dank guitar's sacrifice. The very evil sorcerer himself looks very confused. In fact, he hurts himself in his confusion. The very evil sorcerer falls to his knees. Now it's just time for the final blow. The paladin raises her brave sword. The hunter, her bow. And you have nothing after smashing your dank guitar, so you really don't do anything. With a flash of blinding light, the evil ruler of this land is no more. Finally, the evil has been defeated. The dungeon is quiet. The roaring of the magical flames extinguished along with the sorcerer's defeat. The adventure, the quest you've spent together is over. This land shall suffer under his iron fist of cruelty no more. Thinking that should clear your hearts, but for some reason, you feel a sense of emptiness within you. Have you ever felt that sense that something is missing? Like there's a hole inside of you have to fill. This empty feeling, you know what it is. Hunger. What? What? Nod knowingly. We're taking a break. I want sandwiches. Ignoring your friend's protest, your GM strolls leisurely to her kitchen. This D&D session can't really continue without her, so you stew in silence. Well, I was a bit tired. It's due for a break. Having become interested in D&D lately, you and your friends have been pretty into this nerd crud. Speaking of, what had you decided to name your character? Crud? Yeah, no, you actually named... you actually named your character Sir Swaggerballs. I preferred crud. No! Fine, your name can be crud or whatever, I guess. Anyways, you suddenly get a very particular and strong desire to introduce your friends to yourself. Thank goodness. You wonder briefly why ever you would feel this urge, as someone familiar with them already, but whatevs. The Paladin. Your Paladin is run by Raffi over there. She's the sweetest girl you've ever met. Once she gave you an entire bowl of sweets. Sure, it was a bowl mixed with M&M, Skittles, and tiny rocks that look like sweets, but it's thought that counts. The hunter is run by the gremlin over there. Her name is Gwen, and she's small. You have a long, deep-seated desire to throw down with her for once and for all. She is your sworn enemy. The campaign is run by Lena, who just went over into the kitchen. She's what you call cool and aloof. Maybe a bit of a mom friend, since she's got her own place. That's where you're at now. She always chides us for leaving milk out in the open. You also suspect she's secretly a genius. Sounds like someone I know. Random dude in the background. Oh, that's Jim. Oh, that's Jimothy. Just an ordinary boy. Say hi to Jimothy? Yes. You say hi inwardly, hoping your thoughts reach his ordinary heart. It totally did. I want to think about... I think I already did. Me. That's you, a singy boy. Also known as the Bard, the Adventurer Poet, and completely useless. You feel it reflects your true soul. It's your first time with D&D, but you've already concluded that the Singy Boy is the best class objectively. Who cares if you had 0 attack or defense points? You got to seduce everything. Your little doodle of dank guitar brings nostalgic tears to your eyes. Looks like you crossed off banjo and put dank guitar. Continue what I was doing. Sure, fine, whatever. You return to your boring life full of not introducing. In your stupor, you realize most of your friends have moved off to different sides of the room, eager to explore Lena's new house. Raffi. Spend break with Raffi. I say, what you doing? Oh, just resting. Want to chill with me? You can chill with Raffi before hanging out with others within your break time. Chill like a cool kid? Yeah. You oblige, gently placing yourself next to Raffi. Look at those knees. The cushion you're on bends from your weight, naturally. How are you doing? I'm having fun. That's great. I don't really care, but that's great. Contrary to her words, you spot a small grin in the corner of her lips. When she turns back to you, it has smoothed back into her usual peaceful, laid-back smile. Peaceful and laid back, like usual. Want to help me draw on Lena's bathroom mirror with permanent markers? Offering to help decorate her friend's house? How thoughtful. You are touched by this kind gesture of Lena. It is a duty to help such a thoughtful deed. You get up from the couch, tagging along with Raffi to the toilet. Or so you are about to, until a wild Jimothy blocks your way. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Raffi and MC Carey. And who are you to stop me? Someone who owns this house. That is a lie. All three of you know full well this place belongs 420% to Lena, but Jimothy doesn't have a single heck to give. Well then, what are you gonna do about it? Her tone is challenging, insulting even, but somehow it is Jimothy's responding gaze that sends goosebumps along your spine. Ralphie, I know that you know that I know a lot of things about you, like your true identity. Like what? ... When your heart... Ralphie is already holding your hand and dragging you away back to the couch. How assertive. Maybe next time, MC Carey. Jokes aside, it's your first time you've seen Raffi this shaken. You can't stop wondering about what happened. What did Jimothy mean about her past and her identity? The mystery nags at your mind. Mystery of Raffi added. Oh, okay, so I am done talking to people. Just as you figure you're done talking to your friends, while Jimothy approaches, this guy's just leading the plot. You briefly wonder if this is how wildlife encounters feel. I say, hey. Jimothy just nods back. You realize you don't know anything about Jimothy. He's always there when you come over to Lena's house. Lena just introduced him as Jimothy when you first met. You would think he's her lover or whatever, but Lena's about as straight as a ruler, a bendy ruler. And to be honest, you've always been too afraid to ask, since Jimothy... I don't know. Who in the world are you? I'm Jimothy. You don't know how to answer that, but Jimothy speaks no more. Now that Jimothy's silent, you start to reflect by yourself. Today's been real fun, but talking to your friends has given you something you've become really, really curious about. You really want to figure out... I mean... Yeah, let's get back to D&D. Well, you guessed you'll do your best to figure that out. Your inner monologue is interrupted by Lena's voice, and also a pile of sandwiches. Everyone, get your asses here. Intermission's over. With everyone in tow, you shamble over. You realize this is a good chance to ask something. Wait, I have a question. About Jimothy. Who the heck is he? He's my bitch. Lena turns to Jimothy on the couch. Get me 3 glasses of beer. No. Lena turns back. This incident will not be remembered by history. So instead, Lena, no, the Game Master, clears her throat. As her words fill the space of the room, everyone feels themselves transitioning into the fantasy land of their creation. It's finally over. The land is free. You're free from this heavy burden the world has placed upon your shoulders. No more innocent blood shall be shed. No more civilians shall cry for mercy. The evil sorcerer has been felled. As you emerge from the dungeon cave place thingy, you shield your face against the blinding light of the sun. Wait, wasn't it night? You realize the blinding light is the light from the torches of the soldiers here to capture you. Ooh, turns out murder is illegal. What? We killed a bad guy. I mean, we vanquished an evil foe for justice. Hey, get out of my face! According to the law, murder is illegal, but ruling your land with evil sorcery and threats is not. Cursed, outdated laws created for those in power that make no sense in its application. Luckily, you haven't been discovered yet. Let's sneak away. You roll for stealth. Getting 15 or higher means you will be successful. Let's roll. Roll. I rolled 19. The god of dice has smiled upon you, and you were successful. With a not evil grin upon your face, you successfully evade the law. You probably commit tax fraud too, you absolute criminal. A murder charge upon your name, you managed to sneak away. Ah, crap. I, Jimothy, a commoner, see criminals trying to get away. Alerted by a nameless commoner, the soldiers immediately zero in on you and your friends. As the soldiers cast a sleeping spell on you, the last thing you see is Jimothy. I'm sorry, Lena's friends. You know I had to do it to him. Why is he here? I wanted to feel included, and I let him, because I'm the Game Master. Curse the almighty power of the Game Master. There's absolutely nothing you can do. It's true, you know. Moving on. You all wake up in a prison. You all also curse Jimothy. Your Game Master kindly reminds you that stabbing Jimothy is not allowed. With capital letters. We need to break out. You wholeheartedly agree. Unfortunately, without your trusty dank guitar, you feel a little down as a bard. I'm trying to think. I think they didn't give me the choice of not throwing it away. But your line is of bards were born to be free. In fact, you couldn't even wait 9 months to be born. You came out at 7. Everyone that tells you that's not a good thing is a hater and should be ignored. Anyways, quick, think of a plan. Let's examine the surroundings. Not a bad idea. You turn to the wall, and an ominous skeleton is chained to the wall, implying the doom you may face if you don't hurry the heck up. Examine the spooky skelly boy. It's just a skeleton. A friendly-looking man, but that's it. Or is it? You can't help but feel that there's something more to this skull than it seems. Something more heroic and really supportive. Exactly because of that, the paladin, instinctually kicks the skeleton over. A guard hurries to your cell, tears in her eyes. Leave Bob the emotional support skeleton alone. The spoopy skull on the wall has a name now. I already forgot what it was. Oh. I threaten Bob. You grab Bob the emotional support skeleton immediately and toss him over to the awaiting paladin. With a fluent motion, the paladin emerges with a can of fantasy Coke. She threateningly holds it over the skeleton. Fiend, hand over the keys to this accursed place, and do so fast, or this man of bone will get it. Please, anything but that. The guard falls powerlessly to her knees. The truth is, this place has no key. What? The guard explains that this particular cell has been enchanted with a powerful spell. So unnecessarily powerful, everyone wonders why they did that. The only way to open is to reach the time for judgment, or to obtain that. That? Explain that, wench. Much to your surprise, a low laughter emerges from the cell beside you. That, huh? How foolish. No one has seen that in centuries. Quiet, prisoner. Pray tell, what is that you speak of? What's the point of knowing something you can never have? But very well, I like the look in your eyes. That is a GF? A GF? I see, a GF. Ah, of course, it was the GF. Why are your friends so cool with it? A girlfriend? You need a girlfriend to break out of prison. You seriously consider the logistics of a girlfriend in breaking out of jail. I mean, you do want a girlfriend regardless, preferably among your very hot best friends, but it's true that it's impossible. No one has seen a GF in this land for ages. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's against the law now to make a GF, or bring a foreign GF here. What's the deal with GF in this land? Does this place discriminate against girlfriends? Though, you could always make them in private. A whole bunch of GFs, that is. You want to do that. How do you do that? You really need to know how to do that. Just seeing a GF is enough for me to arrest you. They're dangerous, after all. Guns and firearms, that is. Okay. You knew that. You totally knew that all along, yeah. From the way your friends avoid your gaze, it seems they were as clueless as well. Well, studies from a long time ago shows GF violence is directly linked to the availability of GFs, naturally. Only a really stupid country would allow GFs while knowing that, whoa, this game, man. Right? Haha. Unfortunately, shading a certain country has made trial time arrive. Curse the illusion of the passage of time. You even try blowing up the wall in the last ditch attempt. It doesn't work. Would that work in a party if you really want to, demonstrate the illusion of time? You just throw in a controversial subject, have people chat about it for a long time, and then, look how much time has passed. The guard just looks at you in this really shameful pity that makes you avoid her gaze. As you are led away by the guard, you ask the mysterious stranger one last question. Wait, tell me, what is your name? You hear a low laughter. My name? Jimothy. Okay, it's Jimothy now. Okay, break time. Jimothy? I want to be included again. And I let him. Again. Okay. What, you got a problem, huh? What you gonna do about it? Curses! The GM has ultimate power and you cannot defy her. Also, someone come to the store with me to buy drinks. I want to come. Let me come with you. Someone's got to stay to watch the house. And Jimothy's disappeared for some reason. Time to take the bullet like a big damn hero. I'll stay behind. I don't want to move anyway. Really? Well, then I'll let you pick whoever here to go with you. I thought I just agreed to stay. Ah, bless the undefiable power of the GM. Quick. Okay, good. Pick someone you want to stay home with. It's to stay alone. You sure? I just gave you ultimate power. Yeah, I think Jimothy's somewhere in the house anyways. Don't get lonely or whatever, I guess. I'll miss you, sweet cheeks. Don't burn down the house. Before they leave, he requests them to buy you a Pepsi Zero. They refuse, so you vow to curse them with your dying breath. Okay. Once they're gone, you decide to lounge on the couch. Why are the cushions in a pile? You think you can probably stand to take one, so you walk over and pick up a cushion. Ah! Stop yelling, it's just me, Jimothy. What are you doing there? Being me. Did my sister and co ditch you? Sister? What? Suddenly you remember, Lena had a twin brother. You realize said twin brother is right in front of you. Oh. You plan to continue to pretend to have known this all along. I'll have you know I volunteered for the greater good. Was this where you were all along? Jimothy stares at you unsettling. You take that as a yes. Do you have anyone you like here? Like? Huh? Here's a tip. If you like someone, try focusing on them a lot more, especially during break time. They say girls want flowers and all, but really all they want for you is to choose to spend time with them, you know? What are you talking about? Do you have anything you want to know? Yeah, about Raffi. She's evil. Huh? I know that, but she's hiding something, like in her teens, something scandalous. It's up to you to find out, though. Thanks? Also, her name, Raffi, stands for giraffe. You think he's joking, or is he? Tell me more about Raffi. She's evil, huh? I don't know. She's not evil. Scandalous. Thanks, Raffi, giraffe. Gwen. Somehow I don't really know her that well. My sister's been friend the longest with her, but, well, she seems really passionate about things she has an interest in. Like, for some reason, she's been dragging my sister out at least once a week recently. And they come back really late. Maybe you can find out what that's even about? Lena. Ah, my sister. We grew up together as twins, so it's easier to tell you what I don't know about her. I can tell you something no one else really knows about her. What do you mean? The truth is, my sister, she's secretly really, really dumb. What? Find out for yourself. I don't know. I could have sworn she's smart. I'm Jimothy. Yeah, I know that. Let me ask you a question. With great power comes great responsibility, yeah? Uh-huh. If a man holds knowledge others don't, knowledge that will crush his loved ones if they find out, and the man himself doesn't have the ability to help once he divulges it, would you consider this power? If so, does the man have a responsibility to protect that knowledge? Don't know. Your judgment has been noticed. What? I'm gonna go pee. Jimothy left. What? Soon after your internal turmoil, Your friends return with food and a Pepsi Zero, even though disgust is evident on their faces. Nice. Curses shall not befall them in your dying breath. Like, why am I threatening them with I'm dying? It takes a bit of a scuffle to return to each of your seats. Soon enough, though, the game master clears her throat, and it begins. Or rather, it resumes. Nice. The trial for the murder victim, Prozac, very evil sorcerer McEvil, commences. He's got a nickname, Very Evil. His last name is McEvil. That's great. The Queen Majesty herself is the judge. The Thought. She's not a thought. She's a hard-working queen. I don't know if thought, like I thought that just meant, like it was the word thought. I don't know. What do you think, Crud? All women are queens. I don't know what thought means. Ignoring you all, the judge picks up a gavel and knocks it against the stand. The trial commences. Queen thought. After the opening statement, accusing you three of a heinous crime of murder, terrible! The prosecution calls the witness to the stand. Oh, there's a witness. And if all your playthroughs of phonetics rights are to be believed, this is the bit where you can prove your innocence. Better keep your wits sharp, crud. The guard of the prison comes to the stand. As a guard to this kingdom, it is my duty to be observant. And obviously, these criminals hate rocks. What? Nuh-uh. Some of my best friends are rocks. When I found them, they were viciously attacking a stone wall. And look at what I found at the scene of the crime. The guard holds up a rock. Somehow you recognize it as one from the cave. The rock is smooth, like really smooth. It's nearly a pebble, but not quite. It's still a rock. Hold up. I examine the rock. Why would you need to examine a rock? What if that rock is poisonous? What if touching it kills you? The choice of a lifetime dawns upon you. Touch the rock. You gently boop the rock in wherever its rocky nose is. Whoop. Nothing happens. You risked your life just to disprove my theory. For me, I'm so touched. I mean disgusted. You inwardly appreciate her appreciation for your boundless bravery. Wait! The court whispers amongst themselves. I realize this rock is crucial evidence that we are innocent. With a jolt, you realize what she is talking about. Quick, this is your time to help out. The smoothness of the rock proves the sorcerer was attacking us first, probably. The rock proves that the man was evil. What more? Nah, because murder's evil. But if the sorcerer was attacking us first... Raffi shines a rare, approving smile in your direction. You beam. You hear Gwen tutting, that's the hunter, in the background. You see, sires, this proves exactly that our actions were justified self-defense. Please look at this rock. The judge cranes and observes it. You have no idea what's up. Did the sorcerer somehow carve a written confession on it? Smooth, is it not? This smoothness shows that the sorcerer was, in fact, using the high magical powers to burn our surroundings to a fault degree. Using the magic he was so proud of. But you can use fire magic. We just saw you try to explode out of the prison. But that is a magic missile. As evidence, you can look in the cell we were just at. The rocks should be jagged. What an amazing deduction. The court whispers amongst themselves until the judge bumps their gavel. Order in the court. Having listened to both sides, I haven't heard their side. It is very obvious the verdict is not guilty. You're free. You and your friends get charged with a small fine anyways, but victory and freedom is sweet. Congratulations, hero. Not only have you purged this land of evil and saved your friends' hides, you have also gotten scot-free of murder. And really, what more could a hero want? You celebrate joyously with your friends, wishing more than ever for your dank guitar so you could play a little happy tune. Sacrifices have been made, but it has been done. You have earned your happy ending. And today's campaign ends. Good job, guys. Thanks, Lita. That was fun, I guess. It's already late at night, huh? With a shock, you realize it's past midnight, and how fortunate that you're the only one without a car. While you're calculating taxi fares, though, your friend's voice calls out to you. Why don't you stay over, McCary? You can stay the night on the couch with Jimothy. He stays over sometimes too. That's really nice, actually. Can I do that? I don't mind. You say your goodbye to your friends as they leave one by one. They seem oddly shy as they tell you they enjoy themselves. You hope you can hang out with them more. It's soon time for bed. You insist you're taking the couch, which is huge as hell anyways. Lena reluctantly agrees. As you are getting ready for bed, you realize there's more cushions on the couch than there were before. Is this the twins' way of preparing for sleep? This sure looks comfy. You think about your friends and wonder what the future will hold in store. After a while, you hear Jimothy join you. So, yeah, you're alone, huh? Were you hoping to spend time with someone alone today? I like hanging out with everyone. So, not particularly. Hmm. As long as you hold on to that feeling, you'll be surrounded by this group of people that love you. Don't forget that, McCary. Before you can ask him what it meant, you hear him start to snore. You shrug it off, not really able to do much else. And so you end the day, draping a little blanket over Jimmy's sleeping form, and then yourself. You close your eyes peacefully, thinking of a tomorrow spent with your friends. Ending. Let's hang out together tomorrow too. All hail Jimothy. So that's my playthrough. I can almost guarantee you could do better. You get paid if you bought the bundle, great. Otherwise, it's $4 USD, and then there's a note from the creator saying they wish that people would support the bundle. If you email them a screenshot or whatever that says that you made a donation, they'll send you a link. They seem cool. And yeah, that was just me. I was more interested in. I don't know if you saw. I was a little interested in Raffi, but mostly interested in the game we were playing. That's me. That was my honest playthrough. Let's see what you do. Cheers.